Wakey, wakey. Peekaboo.
How did you get down there?
I'm Peter. It's nice to meet you.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Net Movies. February 2025 is building up to be a cinematic treat for moviegoers, with Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Max offering some of their largest and most widely anticipated titles yet. From blockbuster debuts to undiscovered gems, these streaming behemoths are offering up the very best movie binge content. This month is full of brand new entertainment that will keep you riveted to your screen, including heartfelt dramas, mind-bending mysteries, and exciting action-packed adventures. Now let's start the video. Number 10, Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare.
Wakey, wakey. Peekaboo.
How did you get down there?
I'm Peter. It's nice to meet you.
It is a 2025 British independent horror film written and directed by Scott Chambers. It is the third installment in the Twisted Childhood universe, TCU, and serves as a horror retelling of J.M. Barrie's Peter Pan. The film stars Martin Portlock as the titular character and Megan Placido as Wendy Darling. It follows Wendy as she embarks on a quest to find her brother Michael, who has been abducted by Peter Pan. Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare was theatrically released in the United States on January 13, 2025, and is set to be released in the United Kingdom on February 24, 2025. Number 9, Wicked.
Please, everyone take your seats. In today's Oz, a real sorcerer who possesses true magic has become all too rare.
Wicked is a 2024 American musical fantasy film directed by John M. Chu and written by Winnie Holdsman and Dana Fox. The story centers on Elphaba Throp, Cynthia Erivo, a young woman born with green skin and exceptional magical abilities, and Galinda Upland, Ariana Grande, a popular and privileged peer. The two meet at Shiz University in the Land of Oz and form an unlikely but profound friendship. Following an encounter with the wonderful Wizard of Oz, Jeff Goldblum, their friendship reaches a crossroads, leading them down different paths that ultimately shape their destinies as the Wicked Witch of the West and Glinda the Good. Number 8, The Master and Margarita.
Каждый раз, когда я иду к вам, я боюсь. Не хочу, чтобы я однажды пришла, а вас нет.
Не может этого быть. Это нечестная сила!
The Master and Margarita is a Russian fantasy drama film directed by Michael Lokshin and based on Mikhail Bulgakov's novel of the same name. Set in 1930s Moscow, the narrative centers on a prominent writer whose works are censored by the Soviet state. His novel is banned, and the premiere of his theatrical play about Pontius Pilate is cancelled for ideological reasons. Inspired by his muse, Margarita, he begins crafting a new novel where Woland, a mystical dark force, visits Soviet Moscow as a tourist and avenges those responsible for the writer's downfall. As the writer delves deeper into his creation, the boundaries between reality and imagination blur. The film's performances received acclaim, with particular praise for the portrayals of Margarita, Koroviev, Pilate, and Maigret. Number 7, You're Cordially Invited.
How's everything?
We're getting married! My baby sister's engaged! I'm engaged! You're gonna be my brother-in-law!
Oh my God, it's Peyton Manning.
Oh yeah, but Peyton Manning can wait.
It is an upcoming American comedy film written and directed by Nicholas Stoller for Amazon MGM Studios. It stars Will Ferrell, Reese Witherspoon, Geraldine Viswanathan, and Meredith Hagner. The story centers on two weddings that are inadvertently double-booked at the same island resort off the coast of Georgia. Reese Witherspoon portrays Margot, a wedding planner and sister to one of the brides, while Will Ferrell plays Jim, the father of the other bride. As both parties attempt to navigate the logistical challenges, comedic chaos ensues, leading to a series of humorous confrontations and mishaps. Number 6, Flight Risk.
Is it always this bumpy?
No, a number of passengers have left their lunch up here. I can open a snack bar.
The tiny little pieces, they're gonna need the entire forensics team to identify you.
Flight Risk is an upcoming American action thriller film directed by Mel Gibson and written by Jared Rosenberg. The film stars Mark Wahlberg, Topher Grace, and Michelle Dockery. A U.S. Marshal escorts a government witness to trial after he is accused of getting involved with a mob boss, only to discover that the pilot who is transporting them is also a hitman that had been sent to assassinate the informant. After they subdue him, they're forced to fly together after discovering that there are others attempting to eliminate them. Flight Risk is scheduled to be released in the United States by Lionsgate on January 24, 2025. Number 5. Den of Thieves 2.
It's not about the money. It's about the challenge. Let's go, let's go! Can I get in and get out without anyone even knowing I was there?
It is an upcoming American action crime drama film written and directed by Christian Gudegast. It is a direct sequel to the 2018 film Den of Thieves and stars Gerard Butler, O'Shea Jackson Jr., and Meadow Williams, reprising their roles from the first film. Immediately following the events of Den of Thieves, Sheriff Big Nick O'Brien is tracking down Donnie Wilson, who escaped to Europe and is planning another heist. Immediately following the events of Den of Thieves, Sheriff Big Nick O'Brien is tracking down Donnie Wilson, who escaped to Europe and is planning another heist. Number 4. Back in Action
15 years ago, me and your mom were non-official cover operatives for the CIA.
But we went off the grid to start a family.
Can you beat up all the dads in my school?
I could beat them all up, just not at the same time.
Back in Action is an upcoming American action comedy film directed by Seth Gordon from a script he co-wrote with Brendan O'Brien. The film stars Jamie Foxx, Cameron Diaz, Andrew Scott, Jamie Demetriou, Kyle Chandler, and Glenn Close. Former CIA spies Emily and Matt are pulled back into espionage after their secret identities are exposed. It is scheduled to be released by Netflix on January 17, 2025. Number 3. Wolfman.
It sounded like an animal. But I swear to God, it was standing on 2 feet.
Daddy, are we gonna die?
No, it's my job to protect you.
It is a 2025 American horror film directed by Lee Wannell from a screenplay he co-wrote with Corbett Tuck. A reboot of The Wolfman, 1941. The film stars Christopher Abbott, Julia Garner, and Sam Yeager. The film follows Blake Lovell, who, after a traumatic encounter with a mysterious creature in his youth, returns to his childhood home with his family. During their stay, Blake is attacked by the creature and begins a terrifying transformation into a werewolf. As his condition worsens, Blake battles his inner demons and becomes a danger to his family, culminating in a tragic confrontation where his wife is forced to protect their daughter by ending Blake's life. The film explores themes of inherited trauma and uncontrollable rage through the lens of a classic monster tale. Number 2. Damsel.
Escape. For every innocent woman whose life was stolen. You know nothing of our story.
Damsel is a 2024 American dark fantasy film directed by Juan Carlos Fresnadillo and written by Dan Mazzot. Millie Bobby Brown stars as Elodie, a young woman who accepts a marriage proposal only to realize that she is being used to repay a royal family's ancient debts and must now escape while surviving attacks from the dragon lurking in the chasm. Determined to end the cycle of sacrifices, she confronts both the dragon and the treacherous royal family, ultimately exposing their deceit and liberating herself and future victims from this brutal tradition. Number 1. If.
What if I told you imaginary friends are real? And when their kids grow up, they're forgotten.
Are any of them scary?
Worse. Desperate.
If is a 2024 American fantasy comedy drama film written, produced, and directed by John Krasinski. The film features an ensemble cast that includes Kaylee Fleming, Ryan Reynolds, Krasinski, and Fiona Shaw. Combining live action and animation, the film follows a young girl, Fleming, who goes through a difficult experience and begins to see everyone's imaginary friends who have been left behind as their real-life children have grown up. The film received mixed reviews from critics and grossed over $190.3 million against a budget of $110 million. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Net Movies for more recaps and analyses.